In the face of change, do not be afraid to spread your wings and let the winds guide you to new horizons. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Wisdom is being able to see the world for what it is, rather than what you want it to be. We all live inside the terrible engine of authority, and it grinds and shrieks and burns so that no one will say, lines on maps are silly. Happiness simply cannot be relied upon as a measure of success. Sometimes you just have to jump out the window and grow wings on the way down. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. Closed in a room, my imagination becomes the universe, and the rest of the world is missing out. We seek the fire of the spark that is already within us. Light must come from inside. You cannot ask the darkness to leave you. You must turn on the light. You owe no one explanation of why you do what you do, especially those who ask not to help but to judge you. Sometimes the only reason for us to be somewhere else is to see things from a different perspective. I will no longer mutilate and destroy myself in order to find a secret behind the ruins. We don't meet people face to face, but waste our time on social media's embrace. The moment we cry in a film is not when things are sad, but when they turn out to be more beautiful than we expected them to be. Those who wish to market their good deeds must do well to place their bad deeds on the shelf too. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Burning is not possible without learning, and learning is not possible without burning. Those who are wise won't be busy, and those who are too busy can't be wise. Flexibility makes buildings to be stronger. Imagine what it can do to your soul. The words he said, too, must be human enough to bleed. If you can't impress them with your argument, impress them with your actions. The results of knowledge without application results in nothing at all. Do what you know better to do. The tears of the world are a constant quantity. For each one who begins to weep somewhere else, another stops. The same is true of the laugh. Of life's two chief prizes, beauty and truth, I found the first in a loving heart and the second in a laborer's hand. When I explored my deeper mind, I could understand that my life is only an illusion, an apparent reality. Only the hand that erases can write the true thing. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. To touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. Truth is what your contemporaries let you get away with. Truth often sacrificed for the sake of stability and peace. Don't forget, a person's greatest emotional need is to feel appreciated. The nasty little apes that call themselves human beings can do nothing except run and hide. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. The world is a prison in which solitary confinement is preferable. When you're too tired and feel like giving up on life, sit down and ponder over the journey of water. Chakravarti main gust se pali. Before entering the circle of deceit, count the main or kaisada. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. Bitter though it may be to many, Catfael concluded, there is no substitute for truth, in this or any case. Friendship happens when the distance between the hearts tends to zero. The happiness of the drop is to die in the river. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. A celibate clergy is an especially good idea because it tends to suppress any hereditary propensity toward fanaticism. If you've got the truth, you can demonstrate it. Talking doesn't prove it. In life, there are two things which are dependable: the pleasures of the flesh and the pleasures of literature. Don't ever trust men with good intentions. They'll always disappoint you. Leo. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. I wish you all very good lives. I ought to go upright and vital, and speak the rude truth in all ways. The reason birds can fly, and we can, is simply because they have perfect faith, for to have faith is to have wings. The boy and his heart had become friends, and neither was capable now of betraying the other. The greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. We travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, other souls. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. The power to change your life lies in the simplest of steps. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. In the calculus of feelings, you never really know how one person's absence will affect you more than another's. Because I don't live in either my past or my future. I'm interested only in the present. Do not let the roles you play in life make you forget who you are. I actually like how doctors talk. I like the sound of science. I like how words you don't understand explain things you can't understand. The more ways you can tell a story and paint a picture, the better it is. We can't go back and change what happened. It's what we do next that matters. I speak my own sins. I cannot judge another. I have no tongue for it. It is your responsibility to find fault with me. It is mine to hear you out. But don't expect me to change. There are no second chances in life, except to feel remorse. One who makes himself a worm cannot complain afterwards if people step on him. The real question of life after death isn't whether or not it exists, but even if it does, what problem this really solves. No one really knows why they are alive until they know what they die for. The greatest discovery of any generation is that a human can alter his life by altering his attitude. Love and friendship. They are what make us who we are, and what can change us if we let them. In life, you need either inspiration or desperation. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. Have faith in your ability. You will do just fine. When seeing the simple truth means recognizing that we're in sin, we would rather see things as being complicated. I had a microscopic eye for the blemish, for the grain of ugliness which to me constituted the sole beauty of the object. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls a butterfly. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. It's the glasses that do not fit the nose, not the nose not fitting the glasses. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Our moral economy went bankrupt long before our financial one. Queequeg was a native of Kokavoko, an island far away to the west and south. It is not down in any map. True places never are. My story was not the story of a girl's broken dreams. It was the story of a girl who couldn't be broken. A need for revenge can burn long and hot, especially if every glance in a mirror reinforces it. Your greatest self has been waiting your whole life. Don't make it wait any longer. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It is the life in your years. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. Behold the power of the truth. When people see its shadow on the wall, they don't want to take the time to look away. Every man is a damn fool for at least 5 minutes every day. Wisdom consists in not exceeding the limit. If being is many, it must be both like and unlike. And this is impossible, for neither can the like be unlike, nor the unlike like. How strange is man that when he is afraid of something he runs away from it, but when he is afraid of Allah, he gets closer to him. Life is not complex. We are complex. Life is simple, and the simple thing is the right thing. Don't haste yourself. You're the most variable person, because every big thing started from a small one. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. At times, it can feel like the loneliest place on earth because it's just us, alone with our unanswered prayers. I was bold in the pursuit of knowledge, never fearing to follow truth and reason to whatever results they led. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight.